Ozpin is wrong, and that's okay. Or at least it's kind of the point. But it's also kind of bad. This video was a long time coming because I don't think very many people realize how much good Volume 6 did for Ozpin's character, while adding new problems on top of it. Those new problems, in fact, are possibly the biggest storytelling flaw in the otherwise kinda solid Volume 6. It all comes back to that line, do you think Leo was the first? Ozpin has lived in one form or another for an unspecified amount of time that we can only assume is several thousand years. And that's lowballing it. His ultimate goal is to unite humanity so that he can gather the relics and summon the gods back to the world. He can't do that so long as Salem is causing great wars every 100 years or so. But I'll get to Salem in a different video. The point I want to make is that nothing Ozpin has done has succeeded. He came close to ruling over humanity with Salem, only to cause a fallout when she learned he had been brought back by the gods. He tried reaching peace by winning the Great War, but the Faunus were still ostracized. He builds schools around teams of 4 to encourage cooperation, but also gives huntsmen the kind of freedom that is easy to abuse. Nothing Ozpin has done has worked, so it makes sense for him to not trust anyone. He gave Crow and Raven powers not because he trusted them, but because they were useful. And look how that turned out. One of them found out and left to lead a group of bandits that regularly pillage and massacre entire villages. He recruited Pura to become the Fall Maiden not because of her strength or age, but because she could be useful. Though recruiting a celebrity to join a secret society as one of their 4 demigods was a pretty stupid move, but nobody wants to complain about that. They want to complain about him not giving her a choice? Did we even watch the same series?
If you believe this will help humanity, then I will become your Fall Maiden.
I advise you to take time to think on this matter.
Throughout these last 3 volumes, the characters have had to come to grips with the fact Ozpin has failed time and time again. He tried lying to them to protect them because the first time he told the truth, the woman he loved killed him, and seemingly killed his 4 daughters as well. And as of the conclusion of Volume 6, they're all on the same page. They're not going to Atlas because Ozpin said to, they're going to Atlas because that's the right thing to do. There's 2 major problems with this character turn that keep it from sticking the landing. The first is the gods. Now, when it comes to deities, I believe a writer can have them act however they want. They're not human, they're not mortal, they've been around since the beginning of time, best not to question them. But Salem totally united humanity against them, so I guess what they want is for humanity to be reunited for them? But it's pretty vague how someone would go about doing that because one of the gods did wipe out all of humanity. The more pressing issue is Ozma, who is mostly absent from what's supposed to be his own flashback. Now, this episode is extremely long and has more unique assets than entire volumes have had in the past, and we know this has to be the episode that suffered the most cuts, but I don't think they cut the right things if that's the case. Because as it stands, Ozpin appears to have been a passive observer until just a few lifetimes ago. But all in all, a major theme of the last few volumes is doing things out of your own resolve. Ruby could have stayed home and left everything to Crow and the adults, but she and Team Ranger took matters into their own hands, and Ozpin is the largest authority figure from those first few volumes, and now he's in a position where he's watching how everyone deals with the impossible odds and rises above those chances to do some actual good in the world. A level of good that Ozpin has failed to do every time he's taken control, and I think that's the point. I'm Mediocrity4. Next one of these will either be about Salem or the Maidens. Haven't decided on which one, but they'll both be out in the next week anyway. Thanks for watching.